Hello, everyone. It's Sarah. I'm here today to talk to you about social media and branding. If you want to make money on social media, online, if you want to grow your brand, even if you don't have something to sell yet, this is for you. I've seen a lot of people asking, like, where do I start? Stuff like that. Especially, I was talking to a friend the other day and she was like, I only post like on my kids' birthdays because I was telling her about a brand deal I got. And it was like a really simple, and I didn't get that much money for it. It was like $50, but my kids enjoyed the product and I made a quick video. And she's like, how do you get that? I'm like, I get it because I have a brand. I've created a brand for myself. And usually I try to keep these lives short because I know everyone's attention span is as small as a goldfish, which is like 7 seconds. Hey, Sarah. But this is going to be a good one. So save it or share it to yourself for later. If you don't have time to watch it all right now, I'm going to try to keep it up maybe 30 minutes, but I'm going to have so much good stuff packed in. I have like 4 pages of notes of things to share with you guys that I think will really help. Also, share it if you have a friend who is building a business or platform or who's been interested in it, or if you have a team, like you're in network marketing, share it out because I really think this will be helpful. Thank you. Okay, ready? So first of all, why do you want to build a brand? What if you're like, well, I'm just a stay-at-home mom right now? Those are the key words. The last 2 words, right now. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. And you're never just a mom, by the way, okay? Hardest job. But if you're a stay-at-home mom now, what if you might want to do something later? What if you're eventually going to send your kids to school? I'm laughing because I thought that was going to be the plan, but we dove into homeschooling this year. So anyways, here we are. But if you think you're going to have a lot more time when your kids go to school and you want to then be able to make money a different way, but you've been out of the field and you don't want to go back to what you're doing, no matter what, it helps to build your brand right now, even if you don't have something to sell, even if you don't have something. Okay, I want to make that clear because it can only help you in the future. And this could also be for a traditional business. You guys, my husband and I were going to a holistic dentist for a while, last couple years, and they recently closed because he couldn't find another holistic dentist to sell it to. And the dentist himself got old and he's like, I need to retire. I've been working my whole life. And now we're looking at other dentists, and guess what? We're going to their social media. Okay, we're to pick out things. We're like, I wonder about this one. I wonder what people have to say about this. So it could be for traditional, or it could be for more social media selling, but building your brand is important, okay? So first of all, you are not a one-trick pony. You don't only have to post about the one thing. I know like saying niche or niche is popular right now, building a niche. And sure, if you want to do that, you can. But if you just want to build a general personal brand, especially if you don't have something to sell right now, just share all the facets of your life, okay? Let us, meaning like let the followers see your multifaceted life. All aspects of it. You're not just one thing. You're probably into many things. You know, what if you're a dog mom? You like working out. You like going to church on Sundays. What if you have a date night with your spouse? One of my friends goes on a date night every single Friday, and she posts it on her stories on her social media every single Friday, okay? There's lots of aspects to you. You don't have to just post about the one thing. You might think, this is the next point I want to drive home. Let me take a sip, actually. I'm like trying to go fast because I have so much info, but okay. I'm trying to slow down because I saw a comment saying, whoa, slow down. Okay, so you might think it's boring to post about blank. Whatever it is that you can talk about a lot, that you know a lot about, you might think it's boring because you've been doing it for 11 years. You know, if you're an accountant and you've been doing that for 11 years, you might think it's boring to talk about tax stuff. But guess what? People really want to see it. Thanks for doing this for everyone. You're welcome. Okay, people want to see it. You might think it's boring because you've been eating healthy for the past 12 years and making healthier versions of foods, which is something I like doing, but people want to see that. They do, okay? So your followers, what's boring to you, your followers will find it's interesting. They'll think it's magic. They will think it's interesting. And not everyone, okay? You're trying to find your people. That's why I only post about things that you actually know about, that you like, so then you're being authentic and you can find your people, you know? So that's it. Next. Okay. Why are you doing this? Why would you share about all those different things? Why would you share about if you're a dog mom? Why would you share about what other things did I say? I was just trying to give like generic examples. So say you're a dog mom, you're obsessed with your dogs, and you post about the dog park, you post about how you go to church every Sunday, you post about What else did I say? I don't know. Why all those things? Because that creates emotional attachment, so people get to know you, and that also creates top of mind. You know, if you are a whatever it is you do, literally right now I'm talking to you, whatever it is you do, if I know the name of your dog because you're a dog mom, and then I need to buy that certain product or service, like literally whatever it is. What if it's like nails or something? You really love nails, like they have the press-on ones. There's a couple network marketing companies that have them. If I want to try those out and I know your dog's name, I'm more likely to just go to you because I'm like, oh yeah, she posts about her dog and like she's walking the dog with the leash and like I saw her nails and they weren't coming off even though the leash was running on it when the dog was pulling her over, right? I'm gonna think of you. I'm not just gonna go to Google and find someone random. I'm gonna think of you because you have been creating that relationship by putting your life out there, okay? And this is also important because people buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So if you're talking about your life and these different facets of your life, like I said, you're multifaceted. People get to know you, like you, trust you. And then they buy from people or do business with people that they know, like, and trust. And by the way, because I had someone say, what if I don't want to put my whole life online? You don't have to put your whole life online, okay? You can still share about what you want to share about, okay? Have some, you know, you can be vulnerable and stuff like that, but you don't have to share things that you don't want to share. If you just had a fight with your husband and you don't want to talk about that, don't talk about that. Oh my gosh, keep that private, okay? There's also, what else? So I've been accused before. Someone, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but someone's like, oh, you're always online. I'm like, actually, I'm not. Like, I'm online less now because I'm strategic about my time than I was before I had an online business, okay? And another example of just sharing what you want to share about, we got a new car last week. I didn't talk about that at all. I didn't talk about the problems our old car was having. I didn't talk about that we got a new car because guess what? I'm not really into cars. And it's the one my husband's mostly driving anyway. So I didn't talk about that. I'm not sharing that. And it wasn't even intentional either. It's not like, you know, I'm choosing to keep that thing private. Like I said, about the thing about if you have a fight with someone, like you don't have to put that online. But that's just something I just didn't share just because it wasn't my thing. If you're super into cars, oh my gosh, share your new car, share your excitement about it. And then you'll have other people excited about it because enthusiasm wins. Okay. Whatever you want. Okay. Next point, like about that, is just whatever you monetize, people will want to buy from you if they know you or if you have that niche. You know, if you're always doing things like different hairstyles, like if you do a hairstyle a day, like every single day you do a different hairstyle, and then you start sharing about the claw clips or the shampoo you use or something like that, people will be more likely to want to buy from you. But also have a personal brand where you talk about everything, because then say that claw clip company goes out of business, you can pivot and talk about something else if you have a whole umbrella of who you are, a personal brand, instead of just a super specific niche. Like I said, some people in the niche are doing great too, but they're also probably on their stories sharing the other parts of their life. Next. Oh my God. Okay, sorry Instagram and sorry Facebook for yelling. My phone fell down. I've had this sticky thing. And I sell a couple a month actually. That's another funny story. I've had it for almost a year. I got it for Christmas and it's never fallen down, and it just fell down. Maybe I need a new one. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna share that on my stories because hey, it's been. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to wipe it down with alcohol, my husband tells me, and I don't, so it's not really the product's fault. It's my own fault. And sorry I screamed. Okay, moving on. Okay, I already kind of hit on this. It's top of mind, but I'll get it one more time because I got a lot. Okay, hopefully I'm back. I see myself again. It was like black for a minute. I was like, please don't be dead. Okay, top of mind. Do people think of you when they think of your thing? Whatever your thing is, your product, your service, do they think of you? If they see someone else struggling with something, or if they see someone else like wanting to buy a house, did they think of you as the real estate agent? That's important, right? I get tagged actually a decent amount in the moms groups because someone's looking for help with their hair. And even people that aren't my customers, they just know this about me because they follow me. They're like, oh, Sarah King, do you have something for this? I'm like, actually, I do. And that can create conversations and stuff like that. So real estate agent, insurance agent, hair care, whatever your thing is, personal training. When people are looking for that thing, who do they think of? And you want them to think of you. So it's not everything you post about. It's not everything you talk about, but you want to make sure you mix your product or service in that you are also selling. And again, if you don't have something to sell right now, that's okay. Just make it about your life, because in the future, having a brand can only help. Okay? So this is something that Gary Vee says. He says, jab, 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 right hook. I'm pretty sure that's the name of his book, but I've heard him talk about it too. So the jab, jab, jab is the things. The dog mom, the church on Sundays, the date night with your husband, like whatever your things are, okay? Those aren't my things necessarily that I talk about. I'm just trying to keep it general, maybe. Those are your things. And then the right hook is your business, your product, your service that you want to get out there, okay? Jab, 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 right hook. Or another way of putting it is 80-20, okay? So 80% of the time, you're going to talk about the things that make you you, the things you like, also giving value to others. It's not all about you. How can you serve others? But then the 20% of the time, it is going to be about your product or service. Because here's something to underline if you are going to watch this and take notes, which I think it's worth it for some of the stuff that I'm getting out there. This is what you want to underline. If you believe that your product or if you believe that your service helps people, it is rude of you not to share it. It's rude of you not to sell it if you truly believe that it helps people. I know that my hair care changes people's hair. I just had someone message me the other day saying that her hair, she's been using the products for like a year now, was her biggest insecurity, and now it's not. I know it helps people. Same with the business. I have had people tell me that they need to make extra money. Can I help them? And now they make extra income from home. Like, I know my products and my opportunity can help people. So if you know that your thing, and again, I'm talking about, for me, it's network marketing. For you, it could be something totally different. It could be, what if you make healthy meals and deliver them? Do you know that that will help people? Then that is rude not to sell it. If you just keep it to yourself, no, share that, sell that. It's rude not to. It's selfish, okay? Someone needed to hear that. Someone needed to hear that. Let go of the fear, because you're helping people. You are helping people, so it's rude not to share it. And a little note there though, if you do not believe in your product, don't sell that. Find something else, okay? Find something else to sell if you don't believe in it, because it's not worth it, and it might show through, and you just won't feel good about yourself if you don't believe in your product or service. Find something else, or maybe it's something that you can get better at. Like maybe you can just teach yourself more and not totally pivot, but maybe you can pivot. It's okay to pivot, okay? I've pivoted in my life. Okay, that's only page 1. I got 3 more pages for you guys. Next, I'm going to go through some myths and some fears. So this is about personal brand specifically and how to actually make the content, okay? This is practical. Ready? So number 1, it's too expensive. True or false? True or false? That, my friends, is false. You do not need $5,000, $10,000 worth of equipment to make videos and to make content. You do not need that. In fact, if you have all the fancy cameras and equipment, it might look like a commercial. And what do you do when a commercial or an ad comes on? Swipe away. You skip it, okay? You will actually have better results if you use your cell phone versus if you use the fancy camera, fancy equipment that costs thousands of dollars. Promise you. You can get some of that if you want to invest in it, you can. But I'm just saying right now, don't let it's too expensive to make content be an excuse because you have a cell phone. If you're watching this right now, you're watching it on a cell phone. Okay, your iPhone, your Android, use that to make your content. You will actually get, this is a statistic I found, 400 to 600% higher engagement on your cell phone than on the fancy equipment. And you already own one, okay? So don't let that stop you. And then the other thing is the actual social media platforms, okay? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Threads, Twitter. Free. I listed 6, but I was holding the notes. Free. All of those are free. So what you would make the content on your cell phone, free. I mean, it costs money, but you already have it, is what I'm saying. Maybe I need to pay for upgraded internet or something because I keep losing Instagram. And that's the one that I was going to download and put on YouTube, which I'll talk about next. So number 2, though, that was the first myth or first fear, is that it's too expensive to make content. False. And I told you why. Number 2 is no one cares. Will you sometimes, once in a while, get someone who says no one cares? Yeah. I mean, I had someone DM that to me before. Okay, whatever. But as you create content and put it out there, people will care more and more and more because they're getting to know you. They're getting that emotional connection, okay? So how do you actually do that and put out the content? Hey, Amy, yes, it does. You, 1, teach them something. 2, make them laugh. Actually, some of my most popular, viewed, liked reels have been funny ones. You show them something interesting, or you show them something timely, if there's something going on in your industry right now or something like that, that you might have some expertise on, okay? Yes, so that will lead to more shares, and then that will lead to more views and more potentially followers, stuff like that, okay? So that's the actual no one cares part. Just if you teach them something, make them laugh, show them something interesting, show them something timely. I would write those 4 down. Number 3, what do I post? Or, oh, it takes so much time, okay? First of all, you can post your real life. I recommend doing that a lot on stories. Stories is kind of the behind the scenes, but right now I'm going to talk about actual posts on the feed. So what you can do if you're saying you don't have time is here's how you're going to have 6 posts a day. Ready? You're just going to take 1 post and post it on those 6 platforms. Copy and paste. If you're more advanced, you might be like, oh, TikTok is different than Instagram, so I'm going to post different stuff on TikTok. Sure, if you're more advanced, but this is the crash course. You're going to take that 1 post, picture, video, whatever, and post it on all of those free platforms that I listed. Ready? I'll say them again. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Threads, and Twitter. And I'm going to go over those platforms in a minute, by the way, too. What is best for what? But that is, oh my gosh, I'm afraid of getting a new, get off and get a new flip stick. And I do have a code for that, by the way. See? And that, me having a brand helped with that. And it's a product that I actually love and actually think that it's super helpful because it just sticks on a window. And like I said, I've been using it for almost a year and this is the first time it's ever fallen down. I've also used it to stick on things, to take a picture of me and my friends. If no one's around to take a picture, you stick it on a tree even and set the timer, back away. You're like, it's so great. And that's what it's called, a flip stick. And it's called Farmer Sarah, I think, exactly like my username. But I need a new one now. So anyway, repurposing, just copy and paste. So by the way, here's a little, I didn't list one. Did you notice I didn't list a very popular platform? Because I was talking about social media, and there's some that are just media, okay? But you don't have to be social on all of those platforms. All those ones I just listed, you don't have to be social on. You can use it as just media. So what I mean by that is you can post on TikTok, LinkedIn, and not really be social, not go to other people's profiles and their stuff. You can just post it just to have media. So you don't have to be social on every social media platform. It would help. But again, crash course, get going. It's better just take action. You don't know which one might go viral also. Have I had things go viral on TikTok that did nothing on Instagram? Yes. Has it been the opposite too? Yes. Okay, you just don't know what will hit where. So go to the different platforms. And that going viral, getting shared, that can lead to your next, business partner. Would you like to have more business partners? Yeah, or, a paid post or something. Or a dog mom and you have a bunch of dogs. So you post a lot about your dogs as like one of the things that you talk about and say, hey, I like the videos of your dogs. We have these products. I'd love to send you these products for free. Would you also want to talk about a collab, and we'll pay you $500 for a 1-minute video of your dog playing with these products? Would you like that? Sharing on all different platforms, going viral, getting views, like that can lead to your next thing. So like I'm saying, your next business partner, because I'm in network marketing, it doesn't have to be that. It could be your next paid brand deal or something like that. And then number 4, so these are kind of, right now I'm going over the myths or the fears about creating content. So 4 is you don't know how to actually do it. First of all, practice. Second of all, I'm going to tell you a way to do it that you can get content for the whole month. And that is have a day that's just like a couple hours even. It doesn't have to take the whole day. It could be take a day where your kids are at school if they're at school. Maybe I'm getting more homeschooling followers now. I don't know. Or if you're with your kids all the time and you only get like Sundays, take a Sunday for like 3 hours. And you're going to record 20 to 40 pictures and videos. And maybe change your shirt a couple times so it looks different. You don't have to. Again, it's better to just get it out there. But maybe if you wear lipstick, different. Go to different spots around your house. Don't have them all in front of the same window like I am right now. So 20 to 40. The reason I say 20 to 40 is because that's content for the whole month. For the whole month. And then if you have no idea what to post, I've just been running around like crazy, you have posts or videos ready to go. Okay? And you can, if you have the excuse of like, you don't know how to actually do it, because I'm more fly by the seat of my pants when it comes to content, but I have done this once and it was helpful. So maybe I should listen to my own advice and do it again. But if you know that you can't keep up with the daily, because you have to be doing it daily, have a content, couple hours. You could also get together with a friend if you're both trying to build your brand and do it like that. And then more on the how is pick your topics, real estate, health and fitness, hair, whatever it is. You can have a whiteboard, you can have a fresh sheet of paper and write those words down. And then you're going to Google that word. Or Google like most searched real estate question if you're trying to build your real estate brand. And then Google will show you what those people are looking for. It'll pop up with the most asked real estate question. And then all you have to do is create content around that. And I'm not saying create a 30-minute, 60-minute video. Like this is going to be a 30-minute live. I was trying to keep it at or under, but I might go a little long, I don't know. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about 30 seconds, 60 seconds max. Why should most of them be less than 60 seconds? Because we live in an ADD society. Like I said before, I think a goldfish has a 7-second attention span. How often are you like scrolling? And sometimes it's less than that. So you might have a less than attention span of a goldfish because you're just like, it didn't catch me. So you move on. Okay, so you're making shorter form content, and that's why it shouldn't take all day, okay? And this will really set you up. And then here's the thing. If you're just starting, I would say only post once or twice a day because you don't want to make it overwhelming, okay? Once or twice a day. And IG's killing me right now with all the pausing. That one better if I'm gonna then post it to YouTube or something. But anyway, okay, I'm back. So we live in an ADD society, so make them short, okay? And you can make a ton on the same topic. So take your topic, make a bunch of little videos, 30 seconds, and then go on to your next topic, make a bunch, and then have some photos, okay? And then you have content for your month. And then you can add more in. Like if something big happens and you want to talk about it, add it in. And then stories are extra. So share to your Instagram stories too. That's more, that could be all over the place. That's really getting people to know you. The only thing about stories is for a while I let myself get too comfortable and like only posted on stories. I don't know when this was, but I would like barely post on my feed and only post on stories. Here's the thing, stories only get shown to the people already following you. So posting on your main feed is going to potentially get to other people because they can share it. You can use hashtags, you can do whatever. And you'll get shown to other people and that leads to more followers. Okay. And it's not all about followers. You want to nurture your current following. So do that with stories and you can sell in stories too. That's a whole different training. But post, once a day to make it less overwhelming, maybe twice, but just do it on multiple platforms. And if you're an overachiever, if you're like, I want to grow fast, maybe you're like, hey, my kids are in school right now and this is all I'm doing. Yeah, post 10 times a day, okay? Go wild. That's what people like Gary Vee do. They post like 10 times a day on all the different platforms. So if you're an overachiever, if you really want to grow a lot faster, yes, post more, please do. But if you're starting and you're like, I never post except for my kid's birthday and you want to start growing a brand, probably stick to once a day, okay? Here's a really quick breakdown of all the platforms now. Because I'm getting close on time. I said 30 minutes and I'm almost there. Okay, so crash course on all the social media platforms now. Twitter is like a news feed, okay? This is the hardest one to gain a platform on, but it's the easiest to go viral on. Twitter's kind of like shouting down a long hallway and just, hoping people respond. That's what Twitter's like. But you can go viral easily because if you have something clever, it can be retweeted and then that person could retweet it and then you retweet that they tweeted it and then it could just go crazy. But be clear, have easy to read sentences. This is what I'm not on because Twitter annoys me. But if I was listening to my own advice, I'd post on Twitter too. Facebook. Facebook is the largest platform in the history of the world. And my prediction is no one will catch up. Zuckerberg buys them or crushes them. You're like, oh, there haven't been many new social media platforms in the past couple years. Actually, there have. There have been hundreds, but they've been bought out or crushed by Zuckerberg. So yeah, Facebook. The only one to get big, actually, in the past couple years to get pretty big was TikTok because they kind of went through the back door. It started as like Vine or something and like changed to like Musical.ly or something like that. And then social media. And this is because internet is getting more popular. Starlink internet is getting all over. So now more and more people all over the world will have internet and will be getting on platforms like Facebook. So 3 to 4 billion. Do you think Facebook is going away? No. It's just going to keep increasing. So there's a lot of different ways to do it. Do the posts like I said. You can do videos. You can join groups in your interests. Like what did I say at the beginning? What examples of dog moms? So join your local dog groups, dog parks. If you like a particular breed of dog. I love pit bulls. Love pit bulls. I think they're the cutest thing ever. So I'm in pit bull groups, but what if you love golden retrievers? There are golden retriever groups, okay? People are obsessed with their golden retrievers or chihuahuas or whatever brand. Join those groups, be active in the group, make friends, okay? This will get you followers because if you make funny comments or if you're always, if there's people in there that are posting pictures of their golden retriever and you're always commenting on their stuff, they might check you out and then follow you. Another thing that you can do is make your own group. You'd be surprised how with making your own group, you start out with just like 40 people that can quickly become 400, okay? So you can utilize groups or just stick to the posts and the videos, like I said. Next, LinkedIn. LinkedIn is most important for business people. There's no kids there. There's no nonsense there, okay? So now it's actually social media. It wasn't years ago. So now you can like things and stuff like that, and you couldn't before. LinkedIn, in particular, is starving for content. There's very few people on there that are actually making content. So you get on there, depending on what you have going on. Like I said, depending on that I just randomly started, but I recently just posted, and like already I got messages just from like one post. I got like messages, followers and stuff. I'm like, man, I need to be posting every day on there. Instagram. Okay, Instagram is the most emotional platform. Instagram is a platform that people DM on, they message on, direct message, more than any other platform, more than any other social media platform, okay? And also, it's the platform that stories are cared about way more than any of the other platforms. All the other platforms have stories, okay? But people watch the Instagram stories. People are more invested in the Instagram stories than the TikTok stories. Do you actually watch TikTok stories? I don't know, I don't. So this is the one that I personally spend the most energy on. If I had to pick one for you right now watching this, building your brand, I would say spend the most energy on it. If you're going to be social on the social media part, as opposed to just the media, be social on Instagram. Seriously. It's funny, like some of these people that I've never met, I comment on all my posts and I try to comment on theirs, and I don't know them. But I'm getting to know them because I love their content, and then they watch my stuff, and then we comment on each other's stuff, okay? So if you're gonna pick one to be social on, because you can make really great connections, I would say Instagram. So that was Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, now TikTok. TikTok! Who wishes they got on TikTok earlier and you resisted getting on it, even though people like Gary Vee were saying to get on TikTok? Me. And still people, even now, people think it's just for kids dancing. You guys, TikTok is not for kids dancing. I barely see any actually because of my algorithm. If you're only liking, videos of 14-year-olds dancing, yeah, that's what your algorithm will show you. I actually really like dancing videos, by the way. I'm like, that's talent, because I don't feel like I can dance, but I still barely see any dancing videos. So that's TikTok. And just by sheer numbers too, by the way, okay? If you're saying, oh, TikTok is just for kids dancing, TikTok has over 1 billion users. There are not 1 billion children. And there are not 1 billion children with phones, okay? So just by the numbers, you know that just math. It's not true, okay? TikTok is interesting because they want you to go viral. So if your stuff is getting a lot of engagement and stuff, they will push it to go viral. So that's cool about TikTok. And do you know what the top 3 videos on TikTok are right now? Ready? I'm going to give them to you. Real estate videos, makeup videos, and business videos. Those are the 3 top on TikTok right now. It's not dancing. But if you have any of that to offer, if you're in real estate, don't you think it's worth it to make content if that's one of the top 3 most popular right now? All of that to say you don't have to dance on TikTok. Just stick to the short form videos, the 4 things I said before. Making people laugh, teaching people something, sharing something interesting, or sharing something timely. TikTok, boom. Okay. Last that I didn't talk about is YouTube, because YouTube is not social media. YouTube is media. So YouTube is like TV, longer form videos, like have videos like this, I'm going to see if I can download this and put it on there, although I don't have high hopes because Instagram keeps going in and out. So I don't even know if I got a good video on here, and that's where I would save it from, because I don't know how to save it on Facebook, but I guess I could Google it. So YouTube is like TV, people are going to watch it when they have 30 minutes, when they have an hour. So, and you don't have to post daily on there. So start a YouTube, sure. And also shorts have gone crazy on there. What I did actually is I had a virtual assistant put my old, previous Instagram reels over on YouTube. This was just a couple months ago. I have over 1,000 subscribers already on YouTube just from having my virtual assistant put the content that was already done on YouTube. Over 1,000 subscribers. And I did not promote my YouTube on my other channels. I didn't promote it on Instagram. I didn't promote it on Facebook. I didn't share about it on LinkedIn. Okay. So these are 1,000 new people that are following me. Okay. So do it, but it's not, I didn't include it in like the social media part because it's just media. Okay. Yes. 38 minutes. I said 30, but we're at 38. And this was a lot. This was packed. Okay. So watch it again, save it, share it, create it as your own if you want. Take this information, share it with your team, okay? You can share my video, but if you want to have your own like team Zoom or something, do it, okay? So if you do posts on a consistent basis, you will win. You will. But it can't be one time, okay? I don't want to throw my husband under the bus, but I've been trying to get him to do social media because he has a book and stuff like that. And he'll post like a couple times and then be done. I'm like, you need to be consistent. It's just not his thing. But do I think he would have had a much more successful book launch if he had had a personal brand that he had been working on? Yes, I do. Do I think a lot of his sales came from me promoting it? Yes. Because I had the brand, okay? So if you do all of this on a consistent basis, you will win. You will gain a following. You will gain friendships. I put this on my story the other day. Like some of my best friends now are people I met on social media. And we're real life friends now. That some of them are in my business, joined me in business, and I get to see them when the company sends us on trips, and it's amazing. Okay, so you'll gain a following, you'll gain friendships, and then if you want to gain income, if your goal is to make income online, you will do that too. But you have to be consistent, okay? Last point. Raise your hand. If you're like, oh, I should have started a long time ago. Yeah, you should have, I guess, you know? It's like, what's the best time to plant a tree 20 years ago? When's the next best time today, okay? So raise your hand. I'll do another raise your hand. If you think that Instagram will be here next year. Do you think it will be here the year after that? Do you think it will be here the year after that? Yes, Instagram is not going anywhere, you guys, okay? So if you haven't started yet, it's fine. Start now. Start today. The company does $1 billion in revenue every 3 weeks. Does that tell you anything? They're not letting this go away. They're not letting it be squashed, okay? They're not going anywhere. So start today. And like Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company now, right? So they're not going anywhere. So just start, just do it, and be consistent with it. Stick with it. Promise me that. That's why I'm saying, yes, if you're an overachiever, go for like 6 posts a day. But really, if you haven't done this before and you're just starting, once a day, okay? Start with your once a day and you will be successful. You will win. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.